Good day guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser M on the CN server for the month of March 2026, only for the period of 21 days only will be the banner of both Ranka and Aura, aka Ranka and Kumama the bear. Okay, the banner is known as the wild beast and blazing wind of the forest. So this banner starts from the 4th of March to 25th of March, existing for only 21 days. The reason is that due to some speculations, but before we let it cat out of the box, allow me to do a quick explanations for my Chinese viewer fans first before we come back. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. 好，各位华语的玩家们，欢迎来到梦幻模拟站。这个是国服的，这里可以给你们看到未来所出现的版本英雄。2026年3月呢，的这个期间，我严格来说是3月4号到3月25号呢，只维持了21天，就是3周的这个召唤活动。狂兽与烈风之声，就是我们有这个超大欧派兰卡，还有这个我们的熊猫奥拉，基本上呢，大家这次可能又有好康了，就是原本一路来的那个联动都是在那个周年的1个月前，然后还有年底的11月或12月，就是每一年呢会有最少2次联动。可是呢，这一次这个联动呢推前了2到3个月，所以呢，梦战的粉丝在猜想子龙会不会搞3个联动呢？好了，大家相信呢，可能很多都知道人已经也知道了。接下来的联动呢，就是在这个3月尾到4月期间，宇宙骑士 Techman Blade，然后除此之外呢，这次的联动会带来很多很多惊喜啊，比如不同的皮肤，有些可以在活动里得到，然后也还有包括呢，有些是可以花钱拿到皮肤，还有特别动画效果。好，当然那个是下个月的事。我们回来正题，那就是这一个视频呢，当然这一期的英雄呢，2个我都没有抽了，因为要省那个金票。你们看到我的金票不是很多了，所以要省给联动。不过如果要说强或不强的话呢，那只可以跟你说，这一期呢蓝卡绝对是莽 AOE 的强，而且除了莽之外，它也可以做辅助来单点。等一下我们就可以看看了。好，当然同样的，在重要的部分呢，我等一下会用华语来解释。然后剩的呢，大家可以看字幕了。然后至于效果之类呢，请看我之前的那个视频关于人物的技能介绍。谢谢。Alright guys, I am back and so basically I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm explaining that the banner is only existing for 21 days, aka 3 weeks. The reason is that because on the end of the month period to the 4th week of the March to April, we will be welcoming our first collaborations in this year, which is from Tekkaman Blade. It is an old anime series, but it's definitely worth a watch. And not only that, we have a lot of surprise that for the collaborations you'll get free character skins, soldier skins, and from the events, but also paid skins. But of course, these are current speculations from the event news. For more will be until the official. And last but not least, fan has been speculating that every year there will be two collaborations, one during a month before the anniversary and one more usually around November to December period, the last 1-2 months of the year. But this year the collaboration has been pushed a few months earlier, so fans are actually hyping that will there be more than two collaborations this year. But that will be a news and informations for another time. So on part 1 of 3 of this video, we'll be going through on the demo play of Big 8.0-Ranka. Then on part 2, we'll be going through the demo play of Kumama Aura, and of course I'll be skipping this banner, not because they're weak, but because I gotta save up my tickets for the collaborations characters. And if you guys are gonna ask me if I suggest for this banner, the one you definitely gotta get is Ranka, not only because for the great opais, but of course she has a lot of whole great deal of nice ability. Of course, without further delay, let's get started. So alright, Ranka. For more detailed information about the skills, talent, etc., please check out on the previous video. Should you summon? So video split into 3 parts. Part 1 be going through the characters class, talents, skills, soldiers unit, awaken animations, followed by speech and skins. Then part 2, so sorry, only 2 parts. So part 2 be going through demo played, and we just end with finalizing the video, and that's it. So alright, Ranka is from the 3 following factions: Glory of Light, Origins, and Strategy. So Holy and Mage. So this is the Holy stats, ACSBAB. So again, we might actually going through a little bit. Usually we'll repeat, despite previous video we talk about the skills. The reason is that as of the current things going around from the way Zilong postings, sometimes there might be a last minute strengthening or weakening of the characters upon release. So we're going through is to double confirm that the skills, effects, and abilities are actually correct. So alright, this is a mage class. So BCSBS. So lesser HP but higher magic defense. Okay, I gotta say I like the for some reason I like the mage class style more. She looks like she's some rich mistress design the clothing. And oh my god, you guys, I'm not sure you guys know how I feel right now, how I wish this game is actually AR, VR. I'm able to tilt my phone and looking at the characters at different types of angles, and really hope it is at this moment that Zilong can actually make this game into 3D. So alright, talent. All wins returns, or 10,000 wins return. Okay, effect are as follow. Number 1, increase intelligence by 20%. Number 2, when using AoE skills, if the skills has not yet become the charge for wind breath, you will gain a 1 charge effect of wind breath, which stores the skills you have used, and The countdown is based on the CD of the skills of, for wind breath. And when the skills turn is left with one turn, when you end turn, the current positions that you stand on will release the pre-saved or pre-recorded skills from your wind breath. Then if it's a straight line direction skills, it will be released based on the directions that you have cast previously. Do note that damage skills released by wind breath are half, only deals half the damage and will dispel one buff from enemy for the damage for enemies that are being damaged by the skills. And also in additional, they will apply a 2-turn debuff that can be stacked up to 2 layers, that is healing reduction of 50%. And this effect will still trigger even Ranka dies or live when Ranka dies. This effect cannot be immune, cannot be dispelled. Number 3, if the AoE skills you use has not done any damage, it will not enter cooldown. Okay, all the mentioned AoE skills are ineffective or useless or does not count for AoE that is only consists of 1 block range. Okay, number 4, for each wind breath charge you have, or for each layer of wind breath you have, increase unit mobility by +2. The max is capped at 2 stack plus 4 mobility. When you have 2 or more wind breath, all passable terrain will be treated as flat land. So again, sorry for some small bumpers, but yeah, these are the list of skills she can bring, which is actually pretty cool. I definitely hope to get Ranka, not only the fact that she has great opine, nice physics, nice design, and with that cute Eevee thing that looks like QB from a certain magical series, but because she can both become a support healer and also an AoE rush team damage dealer. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more later on. Then moving on is, and sorry, this is a exclusive skill 1, the one that allows her to act again, and she can choose one of the skills. One is to pre-select and gain charge of wind breath, choosing one of your skills that you bring. The other one is reduce or half or wind breath charge by half, and it will be round down. Meaning, if your skills is in 5 turn, your wind breath charge is at 5 turn, you will round down to become 2 turns, and then so-called when you end turn, left with 1, and you automatically cast the wind breath skill. So basically, it just speed up the game or speed up the momentum for Ranka. Okay, these are all the soldiers unit that she can bring. So currently you have SP, 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 then new unit. So personally, in my own opinion, I also SP2, the soldiers unit that she can bring are fairly weak about offensive side, and none of which actually assist her in dealing AoE damage. Personally, I feel that they should give her the sniper soldiers unit that will increase her AoE skills. But other than that, she will definitely be a great healer and supporter based on the latest and older units that will increase healing limit. The only defensive soldiers or the only units with defensive mechanism for survivability will be the crystal mage, the magic crystal mage, or alchemist, or some players call it Tai Shi Kun, that can deflect damage from enemy. But other than that, not too much. And now the things you guys have been waiting for, the 3C animations. Here we go. Oh, wow. I mean, it would be even better if Zilong can tilt the camera and go from down to upward. Okay, just kidding, and let's check it out again. Oh my god, this is really cute, sexy, nice, and everything looks so jiggly, puffy. Oh gosh, I hate it, this kind of design. The subtitles are blocking the most important view. Okay, then let's check out character stats. Her height is 163, 45. The tree size is 90, 58, 88. What? Like, seriously, you're telling me this is 90 only? I thought it should be like over 100. And oh my gosh, she is actually not really wearing anything. She's just having this, I don't know how you call it, scarf with two bangle sliding down her, her opai, and that's it. Oh wow, my oh my. Okay, ideal waifu, ideal height, and nice body. At least it's ideal for me. Then alright, let's hear her summoning speech. Here we go.
私はオーラ一家の三号の導き手、ランカ。風と共にあなたを導きます。
So alright, you guys heard it before on the previous video, so I'll not go too much about it. Okay. When she changed class.
俺が三号の力なのですか？俺が三号の力なのですか？
Okay, これは三号の力ですか? It means, is this a power of the mountain's peak? So, don't have to go too much about it. This is just, you definitely won't use it in everyday life. But perhaps if you guys go for mountain climbing to the top of the mountain, you might use this sango.
俺が三号の力なのですか?
Okay, これは三号の力ですか? So she's actually asking the question, wait, is this the power of the mountains or mountain's peak? When she released skills.
風よ、巻き上がれ。風よ、巻き上がれ。
Okay, she's saying wind rise, kaze o makiagare, or actually it sounds more like, oh, wind, arise, or she's kind of hinting that arise to create turbulence. Okay, then when you pick her in battle.
風向き、誤りなし。風向き、誤りなし。
Okay, 風向き、誤りなし。風向き、誤りなし。Okay, sorry if I mispronounced, but she's trying to say it. The way the wind blows, the directions are all okay. Everything's all clear based on the wind.
風向き、誤りなし。
風向き、誤りなし。Yep, the wind blows in the right directions, I guess. Okay, when she's not able to battle.
風が止んだ。
This is like loudest.
風が止んだ。
Okay, something new. She's saying the wind stopped, but she's not saying kaze or tomatta. She's saying
風が止んだ。
kaze ga yanda. It's apparently based on the translated text is referring to the wind has stopped, which is a reference to ability. So if the wind no longer blows, she yeah, she's down in battle. I don't know where the wind blows on whichever she is going to. Okay, dating foundations 1.
山はもう豊かさを失い、災いが降り始めています。それでもアジンたちは、まだ戦いの本能に溺れたまま。アスカリアは、今こそ変わらなければならないのです。
Okay, a long speech, but she's talking about how, despite the disaster going around in the mountain of Escalia, but the demi-humans are still killing, massacring each other, fighting each other, and she kind of blamed it on the rules of the mountain, the survival of a fittest, based on what I said previous video, and she decided, in her opinion, that all this need to change. Let's hear it one more time to confirm about it.
山はもう豊かさを失い、災いが降り始めています。それでもアジンたちは、まだ戦いの本能に溺れたまま。アスカリアは、今こそ変わらなければならないのです。
Okay, so in a more summarized way, she's saying the mountain has kind of lost its olden days glory, and the disasters has descended upon the land, and yet the Biskin are sinking in their desires of the fighting instinct. So this need to be changed. Okay, speech of happiness. I was wondering, like, with the way she talk and act, how can she really feel happy? Here we go.
あなたと話すのは本当に心が安らぎます。山の風さえあなたのために踊っているみたい。
Ah, okay. Despite not a lot, towards the end of the speech, you can hear the tune sounds much happier.
あなたと話すのは本当に心が安らぎます。山の風さえあなたのために踊っているみたい。
Okay, when she's angry.
もし分断の法則が大切な人を自分の手で失わせる掟だというのなら、あなたはそれでも正しいと思いますか？
Okay, so apparently her backstory I feel is a bit dark. Perhaps either the way she's grown up or the things she see from Mount Escalion, because she talked about some rules on forcing you to kill your beloved family or a close one or members. So she's asking a question to the soul: if the rules force you to push or kill your loved one, will you still do it? Will you still think this is correct? Okay, speech of sadness.
先祖返りは亜人をより強くします。ですが、それは同時に肉体の老いを早めるということ。くままに残された時間はもう長くないのです。
Okay, spoiler alert, you guys get a be. If you don't want to hear it, it is about Kumama, Aura, a little bit for backstory. So if you guys want to hear it, you might skip for the next 1 minute. So here we go. So she's saying the ability to transgate back to the beast form. The spike can strengthen your body, make you stronger and great fighting capability, but this actually forces you to rapidly age and get weaker in health. And the days for Kumama aura is getting lesser. So it's hinting that Kumama is going to die soon, which I hope not, because that is definitely our new mascot for Langrisser, or at least for the universe of Toy War. So right now we are coming to interactions. Record 1, here we go.
表情を失ったのは私が3号の導き手になった代償。でも大丈夫。3号の精霊が私の気持ちを伝えてくれます。あなたは受け取ってくれましたか?
Okay, another further elaborations on her backstory. So she is not born emotionless, and the dead eye, the emotionless expressions and the dead eyes from her, she's not born like that. It's because of the power that she gets. That's the cause. So this as a guide for the mountains, or the mountain's peak guide. This is the cost she has to pay. It's kind of like a price to get all this power. To get this power to become the guide of the mountain, she has to lose her emotion, and thus she becomes like that. Her emotion, the way she described, is kind of translated into wind. So her emotion is depend on how the way the wind moves, or how strong or weak it is. Okay, last two, irritated feeling 1.
そんな失礼な態度。天才の中に放り出されて自力で生き延びたいのですか?
Okay, this is something funny and threatening. So let's hear it again.
そんな失礼な態度。天才の中に放り出されて自力で生き延びたいのですか?
Okay, she's saying such impoliteness. So it's saying such impoliteness to me. So are you hoping, in a way, kind of like referring, are you trying to calm your death? If that's so, the next time disasters drop, I'm gonna throw you into the fire, and you shall happily try your best to survive in it. Well, long story short, you're gonna die in it. Okay, last but not least, special feeling.
あなたの行く道にいつも風が寄り添いますように。
Oh, this is like very well wishes. Gentle winds often signal with good fortunes or well wishes. So let's hear it again.
あなたの行く道にいつも風が寄り添いますように。
So she's saying, I wish you to have the winds accompany in the path you walk, or in your front path, in a way. So from her context is, as long as there's wind, you will enjoy good things ahead. So alright, that's it, and I'll be checking out the skins. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh gosh, are we sure we can actually show this? This is okay. I am definitely gonna restrict this part 1 of the video. But yeah, holy moly, but this is the best. So apparently you guys are getting a free Echo-like version of the skin as a default skin, and you're getting like the default skins as the Echo-like. Okay, both are actually nice, but oh my god, is she into some sort of VD I mean backdoor secrets? But one downside, Holy and Mage class skins are the same, so Echo of Light, there's only one. Let's check about great changes in her costume. And yep, she's finally wearing a little bit more decent clothes. And that cute winged spirit looks even more like a mechanical QB now. But okay, let's check out when she's stunned, chanting spells, and when she falls in battle, falls again, running. Oh, she even had like a tail. Okay, losing skills. Is it like a fox or something? I'm now more concerned about the tail. So okay, for joke purpose, furries players, you guys are in for a treat for this two heroine in this banner. Okay, then the okay. The default skin has a tail, but oh my, what you doing with the tails, you bad kitty? Okay. Um. Okay, this is the default skins. Okay, charging, releasing soft skills. So the previous one should be normal attack. This should be releasing of skills. Running. Dies in battle. We are then stunned. So yup, this is it. We have come to the end of part 1. Okay, let's just see if it change. Okay, I'm not able to show you other class. Sadly, I do not have her. But one thing for sure, before I go through demo play, I feel that she is much, in terms of PvP only, she is definitely much better than Lee when she's released, because her effect will even trigger upon death. But for Lee, the greatest downside is the moment she dies, all the debuff and effects she has placed on enemy or on the field lose their effects. So it's basically kind of useless. But that's not the case for Ranka. So if you guys are a fan of the art and you like how she performs, definitely save your tickets for her. And now I'm going to show you guys how we play Ranka from normal to a much better play. Here we go. So okay, we are not able to mix and match with other skills and abilities. So this is a set case. Okay, we are given the 1C, and the 2C is a AoE, and the 3C is straight line AoE. So here we go. So okay, just gonna show you guys first. Okay, now I'm doing a wrong play because I'm trying to show you guys how the straight line AoE works. Okay, I'm just gonna enter. Okay. So for all of you who has not really quite understand how the wind breath works in equivalent to the skills, this is how it works. So you just can see the first skills, the first icon, say Wind Breath. When these skills reach 1 turn count, when you enter, the positions you stand will automatically use the 3C because just now I've been using the wind extinctions. So it actually duplicate one. So you just think of it this way. There's a duplicate of the skills as a charge. And the greatest things you can notice is if I do not damage any enemies, there is no CD to the skills. This is the greatest part. And second is all wind returns, mobility +2 cannot be dispelled. So now I am able to, my mobility is 5 blocks, and you guys notice I'm still on the normal walking icon. Now I'm going to run away again, and you guys will be checking out. So let's see if there's a limit where the skills won't go into CD or. So you see, it won't go into CD. Okay, however, only one skill of the same types can be stored. So just now it's wrong, I go back again, I'm going to use another AoE. So this is an exclusive skill too. Okay, now we'll see a difference. And of course, you guys might be thinking, why is she moving 8 blocks? So allow me to do some explanations. Okay, let's check out the icon first. So you guys notice the mobility icon has wings on it, wings on the shoes. This means everything is treated as flat terrain. So her original movement is 3 blocks. So gaining 2 stacks of all winds returns will give her +4, which is 8. However, all winds returns is an individual talent icon, so we gain 1 + 1 thanks to the passive skills from exclusive skill 1, that is okay, adding +1 mobility myself and for 1 turn, and if I have already had mobility increment effect already or previously already had it, then it will become +2. So yep, that's the max I can go. Then now I am going to choose. So apparently the call instead of 3C, because there's nothing much about the 3C itself. It's pretty straightforward. Let's quick go through. So the 3C wind extinctions is 3/5 AoE. It only deals 0.3 times. So it's quite common, not a lot. But it will do 30% damage increment and not able to use active skills for the first 2 row enemies. And also not able to receive buff effect for 2 turns. 3 debuff, that's the greatest thing about this skills. Then afterwards it will just do teleportation effect. But the teleportation effect in a way is kind of a down effect compared to the up effect in my opinion, because it will teleport the enemy close to you, any available place in front or closest to you in front in the AoE range. despite afterwards they will deal -2 and unable to guard effect for 1 turn. However, all this can be prevented and negated if enemies has immune to debuff effect. So this is gonna be a double-edged sword. Then the rest is, of course, there's another additional effect for each enemy you damage. You will reduce the wind breath counter of the layers charge you have by 1 turn, but the maximum you won't reduce the skills to 0, it will be minimum left with 1 turn. And when you damage 3 or more enemies with wind breath, the turn count will not be reduced lesser than 1. So I'm gonna find out later if this means that you'll be getting a double spam of your 3C next turns with through your talents. Okay, so you have this Gathering Wind. So you can choose one AoE you bring and obtain the 1 layer of Wind Breath on on yourself straight up. Okay, the CD will be equivalent of the skills. However, if you already have the skills as Wind Breath, you will increase the skill turn by 2, and buff turn you have will not be reduced. You can attack again. Second is Release. Okay, you will cause all the turn count of your Wind Breath, reduce them by half. Then afterwards, buff turn you have will not be reduced and you can attack again. So now I'm going to show you guys what will happen. I'm going to reduce by half. Okay, because just now the skill already left with 1 turn, so the one that so it actually automatically releases. And if you guys remember previously when I stand here, I am using the 3C downward, so the skills is faced this way. And another thing, the greatest thing is the 1C skills has only a CD of 1 turn, so you can definitely, with no delay or issues, or if there is no other weird debuff going on, you will firmly be able to cast your act again every turn to either extend or release the skills straight up for spamming purpose. Okay, now we'll see the 3C effects so you guys can understand more about it. So okay, you guys see it. So apparently, if I'm not wrong, enemies that cannot be will be silent, take 30% more damage, and cannot receive buff. Refer to the front first 2 row. If the enemy are not at the first 2 row in front of you, they do not get a debuff. They only get the one afterwards. That is, okay, they only get a one that is -2 and cannot guard. So you guys can read here. Yep. Okay, yep. 香兰之界, this is 2C, just on you guys. So I'm gonna show again. So let's go through. So you see, back to
山
here.
風の息吹があなたと共に
I
あ
will
りま
cast
す
the
ように。
3C again, so you guys can check
山
out.
風の息吹があな
Okay.
たと共にあり
My
ますよ
wind
うに。
breath is only left with one turn, and this is the wind breath for my exclusive skill 2, the normal AoE skills. But because I damage 3 or more units, it won't go below 0. This means this effect won't be lost. It will stay for another turn.
巻き上がれ。
Can you see I will cast?
風の刃となる。
So it should be lost, but it is not. It's still there.
風向き誤りなし。
Okay, the one left with one turn is the 2C. And the one left with 5 turns is my 3C.
風向き誤りなし。風向き誤りなし。
So
風向き誤りなし。
okay, take note at the one with 5 turns.
風の巻き上がれ。風の巻き上が
Okay,
れ。
we release the 2C. Then you'll be lost.
山風の息吹があなたと共にありますように。
Yep, the 2C has been spent. Now it will be used. So the 3C allows you to save or extend one more skills for one more turn. So even upon death at the end of a turn, you can spend the skills again. So this is actually one great combo to go
風
with
向き
for
誤りなし。
PvP players. So yeah, now when I enter, I'm gonna release Wind Extinctions, the 3C again.
風の巻き上がれ。風の刃となる。 風向き誤りなし。
So from here we also find out that apparently there are some restrictions for the teleportation skills. Apparently if there are obstructions, they won't be teleport by, they won't bypass. They will stick to the rule of within the 3x5 AoE range available. Okay, so this is a wrong method. Let's replay and go through a much normal and better player. Here we go.
山風の息吹があなたと共にありますように。
Okay, so the first one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a wing on my 3C. So you can only use get a wing for damage skills.
風の刃となる。山風の息吹があなたと共にありますように。
Then I'm gonna so I already get wind breath. So I'm gonna presume I'm not gonna get another one. So
風の
just for
巻き上
testing
がれ。
purpose. So yep, there's no way you can store more than one type of the same one. If able to, I'm gonna presume it will be when her exclusive or when her casting is out.
山風の息吹があなたと共にありますように。
So okay, the greatest downside of the 1C is that the 1C do not allows you to move. So you got to move
風向き誤りなし。
you gotta move when you can. If not, you'll be stuck. Okay, let's check. So yeah, okay. This is a great distance. I won't.
風の刃となる。
I won't damage them.
風向き誤りなし
Oh, my bad. Since I won't cast the skills, I'll just stand at the edge, that's
風
all.
向き誤りなし 風よ刃とな
Yeah, the edge of the danger zone,
風
that will
向
be
き
fine.
誤りなし風向き誤りなし
And let's
風
spam
よ
one more.
巻き上がれ風向き誤りなし
Okay, so you guys can see. Um, okay, the first one with 4 turns is the 3C, the second one is my 2C. So now I can gain mobilities of 9 blocks. Oh my god. This is so crazy. I thought it is the limit.
風向き誤りなし
Okay, so now I'm going to reduce all the skills charge by half.
風よ巻き上がれ風向き誤りなし
Okay, so first to roll, my understanding is since they do not have immunity, only the Lancer unit should be silent
山
and
風
getting
の
the
息
most
吹が
debuff.
あな
Let's
た
try
と
it out.
共にありますよう
You guys
に
can
山
see.
風の息吹があなたと共にあります
Okay,
ように
both skills has 1 turn CD left.
山風の息吹があなたと共にあり風よ巻き上がれ
Yeah, so they will teleport in such a
風
T
よ
formation.
巻き上がれ風よ巻き上がれ山風の息吹があなたと共にあります
Okay,
ように
apparently they didn't die. Wow, this is kind of shocking. Okay, but you guys can check. So where's my Lancer? So Lancer get unable to use active skills. Yeah. Okay, this actually happens. Oh gosh. Apparently it's in one actions. They just skip away the part where they are T formations. So I'm not able to show you guys, but okay, let's watch it again.
風向き誤りなし
Okay, this time around I'm gonna try stand here.
風よ刃となれ風向き誤りなし風よ巻き上がれ
Okay, so they become first to roll. So they all get the same debuff. Okay.
風よ巻き上がれ 風向き誤りなし
Okay, trying to win within 2 turns. So now,
山風の息吹が
so
あな
apparently,
たと共にありま
minimum
す
you
よ
are
うに
able to spam 3 in 1 turn after getting a 1 turn setup. And this don't have to be an actual turn, but as long as you can set this up and you have ally casting act again on you, you go for it, and you can go between, apparently there's a method to go between 4 to 5 times. I'm not sure how the 5 times goes, but you can go for a 4 time if you're at, when in PvP you're at a fire repeat, you decide to trying to die die, so you can cast one turn setup, then you go set the skills in the fire repeat, cast everything. You can go 3 times, and when you die, a fourth time. But of course, this is one of the combos is to go with Silica that to make sure you can survive 1 turn first in a fire, then do the combo, then yep, at least four release of the skills. Okay, let's see what if I come over here. Yep, so all of them will be silent. You guys can see, if you guys are watching on YouTube, please pause and slow down. You notice the Lancer has not received silent and other effect early on. Hey, this is bad. Whoa. Oh, I understand how they talk about 5 times. So you guys can see, when I do this 2 together, and if as long as my 3C, even with wind breath, can spam enemy, they will not go down. Yep, the damage they take is a lot. Okay, let's go for one more try and see if I can win within 2 turns. So yeah, seeing her mechanism, she gave me the vibe of either downgrade or upgraded version of Virelia from the elf art, the sea elf art, the second stories. But this reminds me of another joke from Rick and Morty. This is like slavery with extra steps. And the reason I'm saying about this joke is because I'm just trying to route it another way. This is like giving her the power of Virelia of double spell casting with extra steps. Will this work? Oh, okay, this is the correct method. So I should rely on skill 2 first, and now with skill 3, I am able to further spam because there are more than three enemies or more. It will not. Well, I won't lose this buff. Let's just put it this way. Yep, this is so cool, and yep, this is that's it. This is for Ranka, a double spell, a double spell casting mage with extra steps, and of course, one thing you guys be wondering, small details, why the enemies still survive after I do so many casts of AoE. The reason is very simple, because the damage that she deals from wind breath is 50% lesser. This means every 2 wind breath casts is equivalent to 1 actual full cast. So this is also a reason why I'm saying or talking about her being a double cast mage, a double AoE cast mage with extra steps. So unlike Virelia, which is even easier to do with the double cast each turn or every 2 turns, the only downside of Virelia is the CD from a talent, whereas Ranka is able to do storing of the spell, but as you guys can see, the damage is much lesser. But another great thing is the debuff effects that provided from her skills are not random. It's fixed, and it's actually pinpointing towards the current PvP meta of some characters might be immune to no healing, reverse healing. So this effect actually do not stop you from healing, but it reduces your healing percentage to by 50%, and it can be stacked, so it can go 100%, allowing you not able to heal at all. And the greatest and scariest part is still she's able to cast 2 scary debuff effect at the same time. There is no silent and no buff effect, then followed by damage increment of 30% and not able to guard or move. So all these are pretty strong. Then I mentioned Zilong gave her a great deal of AoE skills, Heaven Punishment or Heaven Sanctuary, then Magical Vibrations, causing enemies to have magic defense reduced by 30%. Okay, higher chance to die from magic attack. So another thing we're not able to show you guys here is, what if you do not want to use her as attacker, or during your band pick you do not have a healer, whether PvP or PvE case. This is the best options. Mass heal. The CD is only 1 turn, so every turn you can just spam the skills. You can just spam the skills every turn, again and again. Then you receive combining with the 1C, you will be getting the 1Cs will heal by ally in range 1.5 times. So every turn you'll be casting 2 spells, that is 3 times from the passive effect and 6 times from the double cast of mass heal, a total of 9 times healing with 2 dispel. So how is this not great? This is definitely quite useful. Of course, that's my opinion. I have not yet seen her much players using her in the arena point climbing match yet. Perhaps we'll see them using her in when the Apex competition starts. And that's it. We have come to the end. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please give me a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on part 2. And before we end, so of course, a few things. Since she is a mage, I'll say the more common stuff. If you're trying to go for extreme damage play, you can go for full moon with all this boosting. If you're trying to go for more crazy debuff, because nowadays it's almost hard to one-shot an enemy. Not to mention when her talent Wind Breath deals 50% damage only. So we can. Okay, all these are back some examples. Wait. Where's my? Alright, so I will suggest to go with similar build, except for the last one. You might want to switch. Okay, for PvE, anything goes, but PvP wise, would suggest you to give her a bracer, but this will greatly reduce her damage output. But in return, higher survivabilities and constant spamming of AoE, or just give her a holy ring, problem solved. So yeah, that's it for Ranka, and this is a build. So first off, this is showcase for viewers watching from their phones. I gotta say, I really like the design. Again, they purposely put the tail swirling around the around her foot. Sorry, my bad. And again, it's on the place where she's supposed to like wear, I know, the type of socks. So they're always trying to do the asymmetrical stuff. So people with OCD is gonna hate it. Okay, since I'll be missing this banner, I hope that I'll get her in off banner during the single anniversary, any LLR single anniversary. But please do not mess up my Tekam and Blade collaboration summer banner. I hope all the best to me and all players seeing this video. So we will end at here with more jiggles from her. Thank you for watching. Enjoy and goodbye.
山はもう豊かさを失い、先祖返りは亜人をより強くします。あなたと話していると、まるで清らかなあなたと話すのは、本当に心が安らぐ。今宵の風は優しいですね。先祖返りは亜人をより強くします。ですが、それは同時に、あなたと話すのは、本当に心が安らぎます。山の風さえ、あなたのために踊っているみたい。